1984, University Hospital, Little Rock, Arkansas. A red biohazard bag hung over a patient's door. The nurses drew straws. Someone had to go in. Ruth Coker Burks was 25. She was there visiting a sick friend. She watched the nurses, then she opened the door herself. Inside was a young man, skin and bone, dying, terrified, completely alone. He kept whispering one word. "Mama?" Ruth told the nurses, "Call his mother." They laughed. "Honey, he's been here 6 weeks. Nobody's coming." Ruth took the phone anyway. The mother's answer was cold and final. Her son was sinful, already dead to her. She would not come to watch him die. So Ruth went back in. She took his hand. She stayed for 13 hours. She promised he wouldn't leave this world alone. He didn't. When he died, his family refused to claim the body. Ruth found a funeral home willing to take him. She buried his ashes in a small Hot Springs cemetery. She spoke kind words over the earth because no minister would come. Then the phone calls started. Hospitals, then patients themselves. Word had traveled through the quiet networks of fear. There's a woman who isn't afraid. Dying men from across Arkansas began arriving, abandoned by families the moment diagnosis became a death sentence. Ruth became their nurse, their family, their voice. She cared for hundreds of people over the next decade. She buried dozens of them herself, cookie jars and ceramic urns, post-hole diggers instead of shovels, no ministers, just Ruth and her words. The KKK burned crosses in her yard. Twice, her community shunned her and her daughter, but the gay community showed up every Saturday night. Drag shows, fundraisers, medicine money, rent money. "If it hadn't been for the drag queens," Ruth said, "I don't know what we would have done." Fear tried to erase these men. Ruth refused to let it. By the mid-1990s, new treatments changed everything. The crisis slowly shifted. Ruth's work became less urgent, and like so many quiet heroes, she faded from public memory. In 2020, she finally told the full story. Her memoir, All the Young Men. She needed people to understand what happened in Arkansas. What happens when fear convinces people to abandon their own children. She didn't have medical training. She didn't have money or institutional backing. She had compassion, courage, post-hole diggers, and a willingness to open a door everyone else feared. Remember the red bag on the door. Remember the 13 hours she stayed with a stranger. Remember that love is always stronger than fear. And remember, one person can change everything.